You receive an order for 10 milligrams PO. The medication is available as 5 milligrams per dram. How many milliliters will you give the client? We'll solve this problem using a proportion, which is formed by setting two rates or ratios equal to each other, as we see here below. As long as the units of A and C are the same, and the units of B and D are the same, then the cross products are equal, meaning A times D will always equal B times C. So if we have one unknown, we can solve for the unknown using this equation here. To begin setting up the proportion, we'll use the rate that there are 5 milligrams per dram in the available medication. So we'll have 5 milligrams is to 1 dram as the order of 10 milligrams to an unknown number of milliliters. So we'll say X milliliters. But now I need to be careful here because looking at the bottom, notice how the units are not the same. Here we have drams and here we have milliliters. So before we cross multiply and solve for X, we have to either convert drams to milliliters or milliliters to drams. But this conversion is very straightforward. We can use the conversion that 1 dram is equal to 3.7 milliliters. So we'll substitute 3.7 milliliters for this dram, and then we can cross multiply and solve for X. So we'd have 5 milligrams is to 3.7 milliliters as 10 milligrams is to X milliliters. Again, notice how the units on the top are the same, the units on the bottom are the same, so now we can cross multiply and solve for X. When cross multiplying, we'll leave off the units, so we have 5 times X, that's 5X, must equal 3.7 times 10, that's 37. Divide both sides by 5. So we have X equals 37 fifths. But let's go ahead and convert this to a decimal. If we're able to use a calculator, we would just have 37 divided by 5. So X is equal to 7.4. If we are asked to round to the nearest milliliter, because of the 4 and the tenths place value, we would round down and give the client 7 milliliters of medication. Let's go ahead and assume we are asked to round to the nearest milliliter. If we had to find this quotient by hand, we'd have 37 divided by 5. And there are 7 5s in 37. 7 times 5 is 35. Subtract. This difference is 2. Add a decimal point after the 7. Move it up to the quotient. Add a 0 and bring it down. How many 5s in 20? That would be 4. 4 times 5 is 20. This difference is 0, which verifies that 37 fifths is the terminating decimal 7.4 or 7 4/10. I hope you found this helpful.